So by now you've had some chance to practice the scale patterns, the finger patterns that we've been using for the scales in the last couple of lessons. Hopefully your hands are starting to get familiar with them. And now it's time to talk about some extensions to what we've been doing, because playing scales in one octave is great, but when learning pretty much anything in music, the way that we really improve how we do it and how well we understand what we're doing and how well we really can assimilate what we're doing to improve further is to take what we have been working on and to add variations to it, to expand upon it, to add different ways of doing it. And for scales, probably the most important single variation to add to your ability to play them is the ability to play in more than one octave. We have all of these keys on this instrument, and the ability to play all the way up and down them seamlessly is a very important skill, particularly for the piano, but for any instrument, really. Scales are a big part of lots of kinds of music. So, the way we think about this is that we are taking our initial finger pattern and we are going to play it again, except that there is this important point where we cross into the second octave of once again having to cross. The way to think about this is that you're just playing exactly the same finger pattern. In the second octave, you're just crossing instead of going to the top, where in the right hand, for example, you would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of playing that 5, you're going to cross to 1 again, putting you back into the regular position. Watch as I play it. And I'm back into the regular normal position as I was in my first octave. One more time. And then you continue as normal. And then to come back down, it's the opposite. You're thinking of being in your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 position on F, G, A, B, C, as you would be down here. But instead of playing the 5 down there, or instead of playing the 5 combination as far as it would be here, you're actually crossing back over with your 4, as though this 4 were once again on B. So from the top. One more time. And all together. Now for the left hand, we're thinking pretty much the opposite. We're thinking of almost the way we were coming down with our right hand. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. We're keeping our 1 because our thumbs are going to land on these C's, but we're crossing over with our 4, kind of like we did here with our right hand, to continue up as we would normally, thinking of our 4 as being attached to that D. And cross to 4. And then to come back down, we're thinking more of the opposite that with the right hand. So we're going 1, 2, 3, crossing under, and then we're getting to 4 on the D, and instead of going to 5, crossing to 1 again. Cross. So all together. It takes a bit of practice. However, you really just need to think of it as being one extra cross that we're getting into, and then everything else about your finger pattern is the same. Now, putting this into two hands, we encounter a similar sort of issue as we did just working on the crosses for one octave, which is that we have to kind of think about how we cross these multiple different fingers working on the same thing. Fortunately, for when we cross into the other octave, both of our thumbs are going to land on C, and that's going to be a big help. C. So see both of my hands there, whether I'm crossing with because the left hand crosses to 4 and the right hand continues as normal. And here's the crossed, my thumb in my left hand, and my right hand is normal. Now my right hand crosses to 4, and my left hand continues. Okay, one time all together. And that's how it goes. You can go as many octaves as you want with that same technique. And later on in the next module in this course, towards the end, we will talk about a very much so expanded version of playing in multiple octaves called the 3-speed exercise. But for now, just working on 1 octave, 2 octaves, this will really reinforce your ability to play scales and basically cover most of what the scale playing basics are, specifically with this fingering. Thanks for watching this lesson from Liberty Park Music. If you enjoyed this lesson and learned something from it, do us a favor, hit that like button. And if you really liked it, share it around. Let your friends and family check it out too. If you want to find more lessons like this or explore other piano-related topics, please come visit us at libertyparkmusic.com. We have full piano courses ranging from beginner to more advanced levels, and everything is online and streaming 24/7 so that you can design your music learning around your schedule and learn in the comfort of your own home from a talented roster of professional teachers and musicians. Come check us out.